said check. Check, check, check. Yo.
We are live.
Yes, sir. You are here and now with Brandon and Joe. I'm Joe.
And I'm Brandon.
And this is episode 11.
Christmas edition.
Merry Christmas.
You see the trees?
I don't know why I just sounded like a cow right there. Bro, I sound weird, dude. Is there an effect on or something? Sounds weird. Something sounds off.
You're good, dude.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Sounds weird. Am I on left and right, like mono or stereo? Sorry, I hate to do this. I hate to be that guy.
Yourself?
I can, but it sounds like louder almost. It sounds like echoey. Is there any type of reverb on or anything?
Here, switch me real quick. Not talking to it.
Check, 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 check. Yo, what up, dude? I guess that's just how it sounds.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I literally said this before we started that I do this every episode. Just
gotta make sure.
I got PTSD, man.
We've had like
so many errors.
Yeah, 8 episodes where we had fuck ups in it. So I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I got like PTSD on it.
But it's always you calling it out, though.
I know, because I don't know. I want to make sure.
Not waste time. So what's up, bro?
What's good, dude? Christmas is next. Well,
This
is going to be
next Friday.
The episode we put out on Christmas. So this week that we put this out will be a 2-episode week.
It's our present to you.
Bro, he just hit the camera. And so, yeah, but technically, as we record it, yeah, it's like Thursday, next Friday is Christmas.
To be honest, bro, I don't even know what day it is.
No, I think it's the 18th.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is the 18th?
Yeah. But as far as the podcast goes, it's motherfucking Christmas, boy.
Yeah, boy. Merry
Right.
Christmas, guys.
We're going to start this off with some CBDB. You want
What's
some?
the brand? Because we fuck with the brand.
Yeah. Shout out to Flower of Life. I've been...
He's sponsored by him, but I'm not.
Hold on your tongue for 30.
So I just do it because I like it.
Yeah, so I've been shooting photos for him, but I genuinely fuck with this company. I mean, it's the best CBD I've ever tried. So if you guys fuck with CBD, Flower of Life, shouts out.
I could definitely taste the
Coconut?
MCT.
Yeah.
Oil.
Yeah, it's mixed
coconut
with
oil in there.
coconut oil and CBD.
Well,
All right.
let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
What we get into today.
Just a bunch of bullshit, really.
That's how it is, man.
Should
That's
we go
how
to
it
our
is.
first question?
Yeah, let's start it off with a question.
All right, we got so this is a new thing. This is what we're going to start doing too, right? We're going to make this a regular thing. Send us questions. Send us statements. If you want to be featured on the podcast or whatever, like you want to ask a question, you just want to say what's up.
Yeah,
you
it
wanna
could be a shout out or
you
whatever.
can shout out your own shit, you know, maybe we'll let you do that.
Yeah. We'll see.
Maybe we'll let you plug it. Depends on if what you
Depends how
promote
much
is
money
dope
you got.
or yeah. But send us videos and we'll put them on the podcast. We're putting the email out there, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so it's here and now, HERE and ANDNOW with Brandon and Joe at gmail.com. So it's here and now with Brandon and Joe at gmail.com.
That's probably the longest email ever.
Email. We should have just said HNBJ
podcast.
Whatever, but it works. It works. So yeah, send us questions, send us videos, whatever. So we're gonna go to our first one now, and I'm just gonna pick one of them.
Who's it gonna be?
Let's see what we got. So we got a few of them.
Hopefully they're good.
You want to start with this boy?
Yeah, let's start with the boy.
All right, we're starting with the homie. Shouts out to Braga. Let's see if we can get this.
How important is work-life balance to you, and how do you control that when times get tough?
So he asked, what he's asking is, how important is work-life balance to you, and how do you do it?
Yeah.
How
when
do
times are
How do
tough?
you yeah.
Like with the pandemic, I'm guessing that's what he means
Yeah.
with this COVID situation.
Yeah, probably period. But look at this. Hold up. Should be my boy's in the gym.
Flexing.
Flexing on
He's
us,
flexed
dude.
up.
Look,
You know he's
swole,
flexing.
boy.
You know he's flexing.
Oh,
Let me see.
know.
Let me see
You
that
know
photo.
he is.
Oh,
That's our boy.
Yeah, his posture's all tight.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's our boy, though, yeah.
So let's start off by defining what work-life balance is. So basically, it's how you allocate your time towards your income, like how you make money, your work. It could be, dude, he's out.
Did you give him some of that CBD?
Nah. Sorry, behind the scenes is my dog. He was just humping the fuck out of his
humped
thing.
he humped his way to sleep.
I gotta film this, dude, because I'm gonna show everybody this shit.
Yeah, I got the best.
Damn, I gotta hold up. Look at this motherfucker. Bro, I gotta delete shit off my phone, I think. Look. Film him. Can you film him?
I got him before the podcast, too. This little shithead, man.
Sorry, I know we're right in the middle of a question, but this is...
You humped yourself to sleep, didn't you, boy?
He's out. All right, so save that. So let's define it. Work-life balance is how you allocate your time towards two things. Work, which is your income, job, it could be your job, your career, basically work that you do, and your personal life, which is friends, family, self, how you allocate times towards yourself, like working on yourself. Or whatever, spending just time doing things you want to do versus, shit that you got to do.
So what he's asking is how do you devote time to your life balance?
Well,
basically.
How important is it? It's very important.
It's that's if you don't do that, you're gonna hate your life. You know, you could work yourself to death.
Well, it's just like everything else in life, dude. Like balance. Like balance is key. Because if you spend too much time hanging out with friends, then your work's going to suffer. Yeah. But if you spend too much time working all the time, then your personal life's going to suffer. Yeah. I mean, it's like give and take, Well,
so what I think, though, I always think something is going to be in lack. Because it's hard to, like, focus on your fitness, focus on your girlfriend, focus on your friends and your family. There's so much shit to balance.
Yeah.
But what I find is that if you schedule time, like, all right, let's say I work 6 to 2, and then from 2 to 4, that's my fitness gym time. And then 4 to 5, 4 to 6, whatever. And then at a certain time, I devote the rest of my evening to my girl or my family or whatever.
Yeah, I've always kind of struggled with that. Like, I've always kind of struggled with my work-life balance. Not to say that, like I think my life is I'm at a good place in life, like as far as my balance goes, but there's definitely times where I could focus more on friends and family. Yeah. Definitely. Like, I think I focused a lot on myself and my work and shit, whether it be photos or whatever. Yeah. And I could give more time. I mean, you could ask my girl. Like, she'll tell you, like, there's times when I should be spending more time with her. Yeah. And my family too, But I recently got on that tip of schedule, man. Like that is important. So I recently did that too, where I wrote down a schedule of this time to this time I'm allocating to this time to this time, to this, and then getting specific with it, and then just trying to stick with that to the best of my ability. Yeah. I mean, when I was doing it and I kind of fell off the tracks a little bit, but when I need to get back on it, so I aim towards getting my schedule as tight as possible. Yeah. Like, sometimes I'm off 30 minutes, an hour, but if I'm around that time, and I give myself a little bit of extra time too, to like, maybe I need a couple extra hours at the gym, or you know what I mean, like, more time at the gym or more time on my work, but I try to be on time as possible. Like, I try to stick to my schedule.
Yeah, because I always fall into these times where, like, I'm too focused on money. Like, lately, honestly, from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, I'm just thinking of money. Probably because, like, Christmas is coming around and you got to buy people presents, this, that, and the other. But I notice when I'm like that, though, my relationship with my girl starts to suffer, Yeah. So I prioritize her because I want to keep her around, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I have the benefit of living with my girl, so it'd be harder. Like for Anthony, I don't think he lives with his girl, so it's kind of easier that way in a way, you know, because he probably dedicates a whole day to her.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably like, Sunday we're gonna go hang out. I don't know how his is, but mine's easy because, you know, we watch Netflix at night. That's kind of our bonding time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I also dedicate Mondays to like doing something with her. Like that's our date night, Monday.
Yeah.
And I think that's very fucking important.
Dude, this is what I've realized. Yeah, this is what I've realized is like to make it easier to make, because you have 7 days a week. You have 24 hours in each day. So one thing that like doing these, like, dude, the first thing that ever set me on the path of like coming up with a schedule is bike night every Sunday.
Yeah.
Because we made that a priority. Yeah. Like I told my girl, like every Sunday is for the boys. That's what we're gonna go. We're gonna go ride it, you know, every Sunday. So we cannot plan anything. So ever since we started doing that is when I started realizing, oh yeah. And then the podcast.
That's how we
started this podcast. It's like the only way we're gonna get this done is if we set time to do it, you know, and then block that whole day out or block that. I think it stopped. Why does it do that? Oh shit!
Little technical difficulty,
but yeah, it's to set time out, like set time to do specific things and days. Like say maybe Mondays are your day to, just like in the gym, like Mondays are chest day, you know, like you set days to hit specific things so you stay on track.
Right.
But so also I'm at the age where I think it's important at this age in my stage of life is to, like, if my scale gets a little off balanced and maybe work right now is lopsided, then I'm okay with that because I want to set it up to where when I have kids, I can spend more time with them.
Yep.
You know, so I'm okay with my work-life balance being more heavy on the work side for now. And again, it's still important to allocate time towards the ones you love in your life now because also tomorrow's not promised. Like you never know when somebody's time is going to be the last time you got to spend with them. So it is important to set time aside for people. But it's important for me to try to, because my main goal is financial freedom. And when I become financially free and that's when I can put my work-life balance more towards my life side, like living. I want that to be unbalanced to where my life, like living in my personal life and my family and friends, is heavier. You know, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because
I'm kind of fucking like all over the place right now,
but I like what you're saying because like I know me, like I want to have a family, like that's in my future. I know life, like if you can't get the work-life balance down now.
Yeah.
Imagine when you have kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that's why I get it. That's why I'm on the money grind too, is because I'm trying to reach financial freedom to make my life easier when I have kids. Because I don't want to struggle when I have kids, man.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be there to take them to the basketball games or football games or whatever they want to do. I want to be there for that. I don't want to have to be working my ass off when I have kids. You know what I'm saying?
When you have like real fucking people in your life that you actually really need in your life, or they
like
need you.
You
in
have
their
to
life.
take care of these people.
Yeah,
you know.
So I think right now I'm pretty good, like as far as being balanced. Again, I could always use work, but like we hardly hang out with people, like we're hardly kicking it, and but it honestly makes, and he knows that, Braga knows that, like we hang out once in a blue moon, but when we do, it's not. It feels like there's no time passed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels like I just seen him yesterday. Like it's always all good, even if it's a year that I've seen him. And it makes that time that we spend together that much doper too. Like it's like, yo, like
it makes it memories.
Yeah, it makes it memorable.
I can remember every time we've hung out with Braga over the past few years because they've been few and far between. But when we do hang out, it's quality time. Like we have a good fucking time.
Yeah.
But one thing I like about our friends too is we're very progressive. You know, so like with Terrence, like when we would hang out, we would make music.
Yeah.
With Anthony,
And that's good
working
work-life
out,
balance
you
too.
know?
You know, that's good work-life balance right there.
You're getting a
Because-
double dose.
Yeah, double dose of progression, but also spending
Kicking
quality
it with your
time with the
friends.
friends. You know,
Yeah.
and that is what I loved about performing, dude. Like when we would always hit the show, like do shows, and we had Terrence there. Like those memories are like the fondest. You know,
yeah.
like
Well, and it was cool because to get people to come out to the shows, it was like our chance to party with everybody.
dude, remember when
you know?
Braga would come to the rehearsals? Like,
Oh,
he
yeah,
would
yeah.
show up. Like he was like our manager.
He got on stage
almost.
with us, bro.
Yeah, he
That
was damn
was
near our
dope.
manager, bro. And like those times of balancing that out, like of getting what we need done, but also hanging out with the friends, like that was like perfect. But no, back to like being young, because we're still young. We're still at the age where we can literally fail at work for the next 10 years and still be young as fuck.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like we could still fail for the next 10 years and only be in our mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
And that's young as fuck, dude. And even at 39, 40 years old, we can get so much shit done. Like we still have so much time.
That's
based
our
on,
prime, you know? Like,
yeah, based on, literally that's what they say. That's a man's
In the
prime
40s.
in his 40s.
Mhm.
So, and I think our friends understand that. Like, I know Braga understands it. Like,
Yeah.
I know he's in that same mentality of like, we don't have to spend that much time. We don't have to spend every waking moment with our friends,
Yeah.
or you know, because we're all out trying to get it. And shit, I was onto something right there. I forget what I was gonna say.
But it's also what you prioritize, you know? Like me and you and Anthony, we don't care about partying. We don't care about going to the clubs. We did that.
Mhm.
It's over with, you know?
Yeah.
Like we don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
So
And there's nothing wrong with that either.
No.
There's not wrong, nothing wrong, but unless there is something wrong, you know, like
Yeah.
some people let that take over them,
Yeah.
and then you know they just spiral down. But again, they need, you know, it just literally everything in life goes back to balance.
Yeah,
Like
so-
you have to level out the balance scale.
yeah, so like in order to get a good work-life balance, you just got to prioritize
Yeah.
what's important to you. Like what's the most important to you? Like write down 10 things. And then the first 5 is what you prioritize, and then forget about the rest, you know? Cuz honestly, it's hard to fit in everything, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Cuz like I said,
Yeah.
stuff will suffer.
Yeah.
But like let's say we want to create an album. If we dedicate Thursdays to that, that would be no problem getting that done in like 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, so just dedicate a day to something that you want to try, or a dedicated day for a friend, or
Yeah.
you know, just prioritize your days.
Yeah.
It's basically
Yeah. Make the most out of the
Of the
24
time.
hours that you
Yeah.
have, and
But I definitely think that's so fucking important, dude. That
Yeah.
is very, very important to have a good work-life balance,
oh yeah,
for sure.
yeah, it's-
Especially if you're at a 9 to 5 that you don't necessarily want to be at.
yeah.
But at the same time, though, if you're at a 9 to 5 that you don't want to be at, you got to work on your side hustle, though, to get out of that 9 to 5.
Yeah.
To have a job that you don't mind spending extra time at, you know?
Yeah, what I'm trying to get into the habit of is doing what I least want to do first.
Yeah.
Because then, if you knock out what you least want to do, then you have all that extra energy to do the things you want to do, because it doesn't take much to do the things you want to do.
Mhm.
Like that, I get excited about doing the things I want to do, so I get an extra boost to do them.
Right.
But when I wait to the end of the day to do the things I don't want to
It
do,
never gets
it never
done.
gets done, bro. Like never, because I'm like, man, fuck that. I'll just push it off till tomorrow, and then I push it off to the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So I'm trying to get into that habit of doing the least that I want to do first. You know,
I think what a lot of people do, too, is they neglect themselves. Like, spending time with yourself, too, though. I think that is very important. Like,
Oh,
for me,
yeah.
I have to spend the first hour by myself, kind of.
Yeah, me too.
Like
me too.
I literally go on a walk,
Like when you
even
first
when
wake
it's
up?
cold as shit.
yeah, when you
Yeah,
first
I mean,
wake
I
up.
take care of the dogs and whatever I got to take care of, but then I take 15 minutes, 30 minutes to go on a walk,
Mhm.
even if it's cold out, whatever, just to kind of set myself into a positive, to have that PMA, the
Yeah.
positive mental attitude. and I'll listen to something motivational or a podcast that I like or something to kind of get me uplifted and get me fired up that day.
Yeah.
And I find that to be life-changing for real.
So I do that too. Like I spend my first part of my day is me basically just trying to wake. My mic went up. What's that say? Check. Is it going?
Yeah. All right. So where do we leave off?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we were talking about allocating time for yourself and how important it is. And what I was saying is like I spend the first waking moments are me preparing myself for the day, like spending time, like obviously, like you said, taking the dogs out and doing all that shit. But then it's like trying to wake my body up and do like, just kind of spend that time to get you adjusted to the day. Instead of just getting right into my day, I like to take 10 minutes to stretch, because otherwise
you gotta wake up. Yeah,
you gotta wake up, or otherwise I just feel like
groggy
stiff all day, and it's
shitty,
like so until I like jump around and stretch and all that shit, then I'm good. But then at the end of the day, I try to take Epsom salt bath. Yeah.
I do that too. No, I do that too, but I take a bath.
Real men fucking take baths
with their girls, bro. I take a bath with my girl every night.
I don't have a big enough bathtub, dude.
We don't either, dude. She literally has to sit
honestly,
on top of me, basically.
I can barely fit in my bathtub.
But you're a tall ass motherfucker.
I know. I got long ass legs, but Epsom salt, dude. Epsom salt is like, dude, it's game changer to me. Gets rid of all my soreness, and dude, I always go into a bath. It just sounds funny to talk about, but I go into a bath like I'm gonna watch this video, I'm gonna watch this YouTube video and just chill. But as soon as I get in the bath, blank. Like I just, it's kind of like meditation for me, dude. I spend time with my thoughts. I just I think about shit. I think about ways I want to grow. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I don't. It's something about being in a shower, in a bathtub, and around water that makes me like
think clearer.
Yeah, make me think clearer and like deeper and like I just like I can figure shit out.
I swear I have my best ideas. I wish I could have a recording mic in the bath or in the shower, because if you hear me, like I hear you rapping.
Yeah, I get most motivated in the shower. I'm like, all right, as soon as I get out, I'm gonna fucking get this done. You know what I mean? Like I got these things in my head. I got clarity is what it is.
And then as soon as you get out, you get on your Instagram.
Yeah, it's like
and then get distracted.
I think that's what it is.
That's why,
Yeah, because there's no distractions in the shower. It's just you, the walls. Like there's no like TV in there.
So I got this thing called an Aura Ring, and they have this thing on there that has a meditative thing on there. So when I take my baths by myself, I'll throw that on. It's like a 10-minute meditation, and doing that in an Epsom salt bath is like no other. It makes it easy to meditate because meditating's hard.
Oh yeah,
like it's harder for me.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but it's hard to keep the mind still sometimes.
Dude, another way to get that self part in is, and we've talked about it before, but obviously I always want to advocate this, is float tanks.
Yeah.
Like you will never get that intimate with yourself. Like a bath on steroids, like times 100,000. Like the
lights, no nothing.
The ultimate like with yourself therapy. You know what I mean? Is in a float tank. I love it so much.
Yeah, I need to do that again, man.
Yeah, I love it so much. Like I swear I discover the absolute like most about myself. Like is in a float tank, and I figure out like what I want to change in my life, and I feel like I come out of it with a whole new perspective. Yeah,
it's been like 3 years since I've done it. I'm way overdue. Overdue.
Yeah, I love it, man. But yeah, so hopefully that answers the question.
That was a good question.
Yeah, I love that.
That was a really
good
question.
Shouts out to Braga, dude. I love that question because it provoked thought.
Yeah.
It literally like, because I don't think about that. Because honestly, when he asked that, it made me think like, how do I balance out my life? How well is my balance? And it made me think like it's good, it works, but it's not as balanced as it could be.
Well, you can feel when it's off.
Yeah.
Like you can feel when like, man, I need it's time to go out with the boys, or it's time to see mom. You know what I'm saying? Like you just feel that in you.
Yeah. And I'm feeling that, man. But with the holidays coming up, I think it'll help out.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, plus
family.
everyone is in grind mode right now.
Oh yeah,
you know?
dude.
Literally
it's like the
everyone,
busiest time
mom,
of the year.
dad, everybody is.
Yeah.
But I like what you said about shit. I just went blank as soon as I said that. I hate I hate that when that
Floating.
happens. No. Doing the hardest thing first.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, like, when I don't do that, it really screws up my day. Because in the back of my head, I'm always like, man, I need to get home and do this. Like, I need to get home and do this.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm even like, I realize, like, I have to hit the gym early in the morning, right when I wake up, if I don't have work. Because if I don't, I constantly think about the gym. And usually if I wait too long, I don't want to go.
Yeah,
I'll go. I'll force myself to
and
go,
you don't
but
drink pre-workout too late, and
it's just I'm not motivated to go like that.
Yeah.
You know, so
I get like that big time.
So sometimes you just got to find out what works for you too. Like going to the gym might not work for you right when you wake up.
Yeah.
Like it might not be the first thing you want to do right when you wake up, you know? But for me, it's like something that I have to do, you know? And that's a win. It's kind of like stacking those wins, you know?
Well, there's nothing worse than fucking having to skip the gym.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's obviously things that are worse, but
no,
it sucks. It's a
though,
shitty
'cause
feeling.
Things get in the way.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like
things come up.
You push it going to the gym back until like 5, 6, 7 p.m. and then you're just like, fuck it, I'll go tomorrow. But then you just threw off your whole talking about schedule again. You threw off your workout schedule.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to take this day to rest, but now you got to go to the gym on that day.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it just kind of throws everything out of whack, and I hate that feeling.
And
know?
again, that's why it's perfect to knock out the most important things first, because
the
things
you
come
want
up.
to the least want to do first. Yeah.
Or the most important. I would say the most important things.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, no, because that's all. Well, it just depends. Because for me, like,
Right. If it's important to do this podcast, we're gonna do it regardless of what time.
yeah,
You know, and it's gonna be kind of effortless.
yeah.
Minus the technical difficulties,
Yeah.
but.
But like changing my spark plugs, for example, like I've needed to do that for the past 3 days, and I keep running out of daylight or time to go out and do it. So every time I'm driving down the highway, it's like.
So what you gonna do tomorrow? What you gonna do tomorrow morning?
I'm gonna fucking go to the gym. No, I'm gonna
not do the spark
I'm gonna
plugs.
change those motherfucking spark plugs, boy. Nah, for real. I'm going to. I even said that to myself. And like listing my apartment, bro. Like listing my house. Still haven't done that. Like I keep pushing this shit off that I need to do because of the things that I want to do are getting in the way. And the things I want to do, sometimes they take 4, 5, 6 hours. And to be honest, like I get tired after doing those too. So it's like, you know, it's that whole thing of that. I'm not perfect at it, man. Obviously, like I suck at it. I suck at the whole balance thing, but I'm working on it and I'm trying to get there.
But see, I'm glad that, like, we have this good connection where we can do business-oriented stuff together, like this podcast, and we can hang out and just kick it like homies.
Yeah.
But it's hard if you don't have someone that close.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because I know Anthony, like, he works at home, and he doesn't get to see or socialize with anybody. So he might actually need to prioritize hanging out with friends or a little bit more, you know, because
well, yeah,
if you don't see anybody.
That's a good point because it takes more effort.
Yeah.
And because I know how that is. Like, dude, I've gone a long time without seeing friends, and it takes extra effort when it's not like oh, we have to do this podcast, so we're gonna meet up and talk and hang out for the day. So when you don't have that like obligation, it's more effort. It's harder to plan out. It's like, do I want to do it, but I got to do this and this and this, and like shit piles up.
Yeah, because
man,
we only see each other like once a week, you know.
Yeah.
And without this podcast, it could go 2 weeks, 3 weeks without seeing each other, you know, especially dealing with this COVID shit.
Yeah, and everybody being busy and like just having our own shit that we got to do.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's hard. That's why. But that's why I think we vibe with Braga so much, man, because we've talked about this. Like, man, Braga's like our oldest, longest friend, and we're kind of on that same wavelength. Like we know we know that that we got shit to do. Like
Right.
we have our own like goals and ambitions and all that, and we understand that each individual person does too. So we don't get mad about, oh, you haven't hit me up, blah blah blah, because we know we're busy and progressing. But then when we do hang out, it's like the same type of like we're all on the same page, because it's like we've been on the same page as far as progressing. So it's like, yeah, we all need a break from, you know, working.
That's why I love our friends though, is because they're not hitting us up to go party.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Because if Anthony let's just say Anthony hit us up every weekend to party, like we would want to, you know, because that's our boy, but it would take away from what we got going.
Well, dude, I've lost friends, and like I don't know, man. There's a reason why the people in your life are in your life, and like I back in the day, dude, I used to have homies that would try to get me every like weekend to go do something, and I would tell them no so much that person's not even in my life anymore. You know, is it about? Hang on, I know I keep always do this, but where do we at battery wise?
18%, bro.
All right. Should we pause this, or should we? You want to keep it? We got anything you want to talk about real quick? I'm gonna go grab the charger.
Yeah, let's hit the pause.
All right, we're gonna pause it real quick just to grab the charger.
All right.
But yeah, all of our homies are on that wavelength, bro. We're all there, you know. Like that's what, you know. Like I don't know. I just love. This is the thing, man. This is the thing about like. Because I watch a lot of podcasts, you know, and all these people are based like out of basically California, you know, and we live in Missouri, so that's where we're from, you know, Missouri, and we have like this Midwest mentality, or at least a lot of people do, where they don't see. They like in LA, dude, you can just tell everybody automatically assumes like everybody's going to be successful.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's dope. You're going to start a wine company? Dope. Do it. Oh, you start a podcast? Dope. You're going to be big.
Yeah.
You know, like because everybody does it out there. It's like
it's
common.
the normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
Like,
but
it's not normal for a Midwest person to do a podcast. Like,
No,
I don't know. I know one person that has a podcast, and I don't even personally know him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, and none of our close friends, like, nobody
even thought about
like
doing a
everybody
podcast.
out there, like, so we have this like mentality. So I love surrounding myself with people that are progressing in whatever they're doing, you know. Like shout out to like Matt, dude, like he's doing his shit with his shooting by film, like
he's got a lot of shit
videos
going,
dude, he's got a lot of dope shit going, and he has that mentality of like it's possible, like shit is possible, like just do it. It's
I love being around people like that.
Yeah, but we don't have to hang out though. That's what I'm saying, is like we don't have to hang out to bond. Yeah, to bond, like to bond. Because then when we do talk, like anytime I meet up with him or I seen him back when I was living at the apartments, it was always like a good dope conversation, like homies, like catching up. I would, with that being said, I would like to hang out with people more and like do like cool things. Like I've wanted for a long time to go paintballing. Yeah, you know, I want to get all the homies together and paintball, but.
Well, going into 2021, I kind of want to prioritize that. Like, you know how we prioritize this podcast. Mm-hmm. I think we should get back on the vibe of, you know, on Sundays we get together with the homies. You know, we go paintballing, go snowboarding, skateboarding. You know, especially my boy Nate. Like, he hits me up on Saturdays and Sundays, and I'm always so damn busy, and I want to prioritize that into my life because Nate is the homie, and I haven't seen him in a long time, and I know he has family and stuff. Yeah, but, like I want to prioritize that in 2021 is bettering my relationships with my friends. Yeah. You know, and doing things though, like having fun, having a little bit more fun. You know.
But see, and again, that's the thing about not to like fucking, you know, blow up California and think, because I never even actually been to California, but I can see just through watching podcasts and stuff how they all think, and like creating content is a
almost
normal thing
effortless
out there.
You know?
But
everyone
out here,
wants to
if
do
I
that.
pull out my camera or something while
People
we're all
get weird.
hanging out, people do get weird.
I still get weird.
Yeah,
you know?
And I get weird to do it. I'm like,
should I
do
it?
I'll just not do it. But I want that to be normal because I want to document us hanging out. I mean, I've gotten better with it. Like every time, like last on your birthday when everybody was over, I pulled it out and I was filming people and
Oh, even taking photos. Like I'm so glad. Like when we watched the Roy Jones and Mike Tyson fight. You pulled out the camera to take a photo.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because I wanted to make that a goal because dude, we have no photos. Like we have like 1 or 2 photos with a homie. You know, like
well, we have a lot in the past,
but
in the past. Not in the last 5 years. You know.
Yeah.
And that's important because you never know when our last day is going to be here, and it sucks looking back and not having photos with your best friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
as
horrible.
we know, like with Matt, dude, like
exactly.
Like, yeah, it sucks that there's nothing I can share. In the one photo or the 2 photos that we do have, we have like 3 or 4 or 5, 6 strangers in there that we don't know, and it's weird to post those ones now because we don't know those other people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it would have been dope to have just photos of us with the homies, like me, you, and Matt.
So my girl has a theory. She's like, right when you get to whatever you're doing, get the photo out of the way.
Yeah,
that way you could just enjoy company.
Yeah, because I've realized I don't take photos when I'm having the most fun.
Yeah.
Like it's just because I'm so in the moment that it doesn't pop in my head to take photos.
Yeah, because like with Matt, we had the best fucking time every time we were together. Last thing that we thought of was photos.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because honestly, it does throw the vibe off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just depends on how you go about doing it, too. Because
I feel like it would throw the vibe off for you because you got to stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then it's not fair because, you're a photographer, but you want to be seen in these photos, too.
Oh,
like, you're not just the photographer. You're the homie. So,
I've taken... I remember Matt even posted up a photo on his Instagram. He's like, he tagged me in the caption. Was like, "Wish Joe was in this photo."
Too, yeah.
I know. I know. Like, that's one thing that sucks about being behind the camera. But I don't know. I like it because and then there's some dope photos I took of. It was me, you, Terrence, and Braga. We were all out hanging out, and then we went to a diner.
Oh yeah.
And I remember taking a photo, and I got you 3 in it. But then I took one where I set the camera up, and we all were like, "Yo, what's up?"
I remember.
And those are I love those photos too. Those are great photos.
Well, that's another thing. I want everyone to hold me accountable, or at least you. But I want to get into photography more. Like I don't want you just to be the photographer. You know, like I want to be involved. Like, I want to be able to take photos of you and film you and not just have you being that guy.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
You can edit all my photos, though.
You have to... You got to do it out of, like, a passion for it. That's one thing I've realized.
But the thing is, like, I have passion for it. Not like you do. I wouldn't even compare myself to, like, you. But, like, me and my girl, we go out and take photos on the iPhone every Monday.
Yeah.
You know? And it just sucks that... Like, you can get quality photos with this, but it's not comparable to the photos that you take.
Yeah,
you know?
but that's why you don't compare it. You know, they say the best camera that you have is the
camera
one you
that
have.
You have. Yeah.
And if it's your phone, then it's your phone. Because honestly, dude, you posted a photo on IG the other day, and I thought it was a dope photo, like with the stairs.
Yeah.
You know, it was like an opening. Yeah, it looked dope. And honestly, it's not even that much. Like when somebody takes a photo, it's not necessarily what they're using to take the photo, it's what's in the photo that makes it so dope. Like somebody can take a better photo with their phone than they can with a $10,000 camera sometimes.
But one thing I've noticed, like with your camera, the depth of field is just so crisp. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Like where with this camera, it's hard to. All right, we're back.
Check.
Check. All right, yeah. So we were talking about like how your camera has such a great depth of field, where this iPhone doesn't quite have the same.
Not yet, but they will. You know that's coming. Like eventually, the iPhones are gonna have detachable lenses and shit.
Yeah.
But nah, man. I've seen some people take photos with their iPhones, and it makes me feel like fuck. You know what I mean? Like
damn, I spent
like what's
$3,000
Yeah, what's the point on buying this camera when people are taking this dope of photos, you know?
Do you think it has to do with the editing too?
Oh, big time. Yeah, big time.
I think that's where I like your photos a lot compared to others people.
Yeah.
I like how you edit them. Like you get the right you kind of have your own style. It's kind of evolving though.
Oh yeah.
But like it's just kind of has this like raw aspect to it.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. I used to use a site called Ribbit.com
Yeah.
to edit photos. And if I go back and look at my old photos, huge drastic
Yeah.
difference in my photos now. And I'm still not at where I want to be. I mean, I like my photos, but I'm still very hard on them. Like, I'm still hard. Like, again, it goes back to comparing. Like, I'll compare my photos, and I'll be like, man, this dude's photos are so much doper. But I think that's just an artist. Like, I think that's a lot of artists do that, and it's kind of self-destruction, and it's like, it's just...
Well, every artist is their own worst critic.
Exactly, yeah. Because somebody could think my photo was dope as fuck, and I could think it's trash, you know? But
I always find it weird when like an artist is too full of himself, because if you notice, like, there's no growth.
Oh, I've
when
seen
they
people
are
like
full
that.
of themselves like that.
Yeah,
you know?
I've seen people like that, and yeah, it's just almost like it's like cringy to for people to be like that, you know. And but you know, whatever. I think you should love what you do.
Yeah,
it's you know, I mean, so be it if somebody's outwardly loving what they do.
Well,
some people
it's
are
good
just
to outward
delusional.
love. Yeah, it's just don't be delusional.
Yeah.
Because don't stop your own growth. Like, don't be in your own way.
Yeah.
Because you think you're the shit or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Humble yourself
yeah.
so you can grow.
See, that's how I think. I always am looking for ways to do better. Like, I literally always research on how to take better photos, how to, you know, how to do this, how to do that. But yeah, if the only person you can compare yourself is to who you used to be. Like, where were you when you started, and how far have you came? Because, dude, seriously, if I look at my old photos, I'm like, I might even like post one of my old photos up. Actually, I got on my Facebook. I have a folder that has all my old photos in it, and I might go through that just to remind myself, like, yeah, I'm dope. You know what I mean? Like, because man, I used to just use a website and I never knew anything about settings. Like, you know, I shoot RAW now, which is like basically where you can edit, like, you can manipulate your photo. It doesn't compress it. Versus shooting in JPEG. And that's the thing with the phones is you can't shoot in RAW yet. And RAW is basically where you can go in and adjust like exposure and shit like that post-production. Like
you have the most control.
Yeah, you have more control over it. Whereas if you shoot in like JPEG or whatever, it compresses the photo and you can't edit it how you could if you shot in RAW. But yeah, so like starting off, I didn't know those things. I didn't know like shooting in I didn't know like different settings, and I didn't know like pixels. I didn't understand like setting it to a certain pixel, and you know what I mean, like a certain size, and
because that's the shit I don't know.
Yeah, and composition, you know, like rule of thirds. You know, when I first learned all that, I was like, what the fuck? I don't need to do all that.
Right.
But then I learned the importance of it and why aesthetically it makes a photo better. And
so what you just learned is the fundamentals of being a photographer.
Yeah.
And that's how you get good at anything. If you don't know the fundamentals of what you're doing, you're never going to really grow from that.
Yeah.
Because that's what people always told me. If you you want to learn the guitar, just learn the fundamentals of playing the guitar, and then you will get it.
Well, it's all about practice, dude. It's all about, like, literally practice makes perfect.
But you got to start with the basics, because a lot of people want to, like, play like the craziest song right away, but you can't start there. You get discouraged. Learn chord by chord, you know.
Yeah.
So
that's the hardest thing to do too. Is play guitar. No, it is hard as fuck. But is to not compare yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like it's so hard to do because
especially in the beginning stages.
Because probably the reason why you got started in the first place was because you were inspired.
Yeah.
You know, like that's probably a huge reason why you got started. And when you get inspired like that, you automatically want to start taking photos or playing the guitar or whatever it is, like that person that inspired you. But it's never the case. Like there's behind the scenes shit where that person's put 10,000 hours in. You know, they fucking stayed up.
They earned how good they are.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't fall into that mentality of like wanting to jump and fast forward and be there now. You know?
But how important do you think it is having the mindset that you're a pro? Like right now, like I know you can't compare yourself to pros, but like you got to have the mindset that you're that though. Like I know with like being a rapper, like I had to like tell myself like I'm the best fucking rapper.
Yeah.
Like especially in a group of 4 people. Like if we're doing a song with 4 other people, like I literally would have to tell myself like I'm the best in my head, so I would perform as best as I could.
Well,
Do
it
you,
goes
do
back
you,
to
do you adopt that to you, like going out to take photographers? Like, do you like?
Well, dude, it goes back to like imposter syndrome. You know, like to be honest, I still don't feel like a photographer. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like some of these other people that I classify as a photographer. Even though I'm getting paid to take photos. I take photos for different companies. Blah blah blah. I still don't feel like a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I label somebody that like dedicates their whole time and day as a photographer, whereas I love it and I have a super passion for it and like I want to live off of it and all this stuff, but it's not like something I do full time or
Right.
you know, whatever. But I don't think that really, but I also know at the forefront of my like consciousness that that's not what makes a photographer. You don't have to do it full time to be a photographer. But you know, that whole, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome or just like I don't like labels thing, you know, which I think might be a symptom. Yeah, so what I was saying was, is it recording? Oh. I don't know if that's symptoms, I don't know if that's imposter syndrome or if it's, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about. Let's go to another question.
Yeah, let's go to another question.
Sorry, technical difficulties, but what do you expect from HNBJ?
Yeah, this is how we do things.
You know how we do.
We just do it.
All right, next question. Here we go. Let's see what we got. We'll do.
Who's this one?
And we're getting a nationwide. So the year's almost over, and we're getting a nationwide Christmas present in the form of a vaccine to either end this pandemic or create a zombie apocalypse. Are we going to have a giant party to celebrate?
All right. Yes, we are gonna have a giant party, but we actually had 2 questions come in on the COVID. So let me pull up this one as well, so we can get these ones out the way, because this is an important topic. It really is, because it's something that's going on right now. But here we go. Here's this one.
All right, so I was hoping that you guys could maybe touch on your thoughts on the new COVID vaccines and whether you think people are going to opt to be vaccinated, or if they have the option, which vaccine is more preferable. And I'm also interested in how your thoughts on like how COVID has affected your family and your friends and the economy, the housing market. I guess that's it.
Great questions.
All right.
So, because it is important to talk about. So, yeah, so I guess dude, what the fuck, man? They found, so there's a vaccine now, and it's coming out, and it's already been distributed to multiple thousands of people.
Right.
And, dude, remember when this all started coming out, like COVID just popped up? Dude, they were talking about vaccines take 18 months at the minimum.
Right.
To be figured out and to be tested, and then they got a trial phase for like 2 years to see if there's any side effects.
So they're just jumping the process
in 9 fucking months,
so
bro.
We're just being guinea pigs, basically.
Yeah, so that's sketchy. That's
right,
so
so
sketchy.
Will I be getting the vaccine right away? Hell no.
Yeah, probably.
I'm probably
gonna
wait
be
next
first.
year.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna wait for some time.
The good thing is, I think we're young enough to where we don't actually really need it so much.
Yeah.
If I can say that. But I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like, I just got my flu shot this like 2 weeks ago, and before that, I don't even remember the last time I got it.
Yeah.
You know, like I've never really been big on vaccinations, but I'm not like this. I know it's a whole big thing, like anti-vaxxers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing was this: I never really thought about it, and actually, specifically, there's one thing that used to mess me up. Like, it would really messed with my head was this video of this girl, and you've probably seen this video, but she claimed that she took a flu shot or some sort of vaccination and couldn't walk anymore. Like she couldn't walk straight. Like every time she would walk, it would be like all like wobbly legged until she would run. She could run straight. Like, everything's fine when she ran.
A rare neurological disorder called Dystonia after receiving a seasonal flu shot, causing dramatic spasms and slurred speech. Her symptoms seemed to disappear when she walked backwards or ran.
Yeah, I can talk now.
Till she started walking. I think eventually that video came out as fake. I could be mistaken, but that messed me up. Like that video messed me up.
Yeah, that would suck if you have to run everywhere.
Yeah, dude. Like
you're just you have to run everywhere.
Bro, speaking of that, just side note, in Taken, you remember the movie Taken?
Yeah.
If you notice, the daughter only runs in that movie. She does not walk at all. Like I don't think there's a single scene in that movie where she's walking. Every scene that she's in, running.
She don't want to get taken, bro.
It pisses me off, dude. Maybe she got the vaccination.
Yeah, maybe that's her, bro.
But
maybe it's about her.
But so I've never been big on getting them, but I finally did. Like I finally got a flu shot, and I let all the hype like not get to me because people are. I tend to take from both sides. Like if somebody says, "Oh, those vaccinations are gonna mess you up mentally. You're gonna get cerebral palsy or something.
Yeah.
It's gonna f you up, like screw you up." I take that into consideration, and then
I'm so like I'm so weird about what I put in my body, because I'm on a strong immune suppressant medicine right now, so. It's a tough call for me, though, because, like, if I get COVID, how is it going to affect a person like me that's on a strong immune suppressant medicine,
Yeah.
Good news, the good thing about it is I take care of myself. Like, I eat fucking good. I do everything pretty much right.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, I'm on a strong medicine that lowers my immune system. So I don't know how I would act with getting the vaccine. I don't know how my body would respond getting COVID. I just don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm very kind of wishy-washy about getting the vaccine personally.
Yeah, because what is in a vaccine? Like, what do they put in there?
Yeah.
Like, do they? I know a vaccine has a little bit of the, like, say the flu has the bacteria or whatever of a flu in it, so your body can like fight it off or whatever. But I don't have a very like intelligent understanding of what a vaccination even is.
Right.
So first off, what is in these COVID vaccine shots?
Right.
Like what are they putting in your body? First off,
and
second off,
and isn't there like different forms of COVID coming out now? Like
isn't it
like
it mutates?
Yeah.
Apparently it mutates.
So does the vaccines
so they don't even
cover
understand.
from? Yeah, they don't even understand COVID.
What COVID is, and because there's so many. Dude, remember when it first started hitting people? They had a list of like 3 symptoms. Like, oh, it was only these 3 symptoms. Then the next month it was these other symptoms, and then these other symptoms, and then these could possibly be a part of it.
Bro, you convinced me I had COVID toes. You remember that? I was like, bro, I got the COVID
where
toes.
did that come from?
I don't know. I don't even know how you brought that up.
I think it was another symptom. We just did that at the same time. But I think it popped up somewhere on the internet.
COVID toes.
Yeah, so that was a new symptom of COVID toes.
Yeah.
I sent them to you. And then you're like, damn, I think I got it.
Got it then, bro.
So they don't even, my whole thing is do they even understand what COVID is and what it's doing?
They don't even know how to deal with it.
Like it's literally only been around for like 9 months, 10 months.
Yeah.
And that's the sketchy thing about it, man, is it's like, how could they already, something that's supposed to take a minimum of 18 months, they did it in 9 months on something they don't even understand what it is.
Right.
So I'm not like a big conspiracy theorist or nothing. Like I don't really dive into that shit, but something fishy is definitely going on. Like something sketchy, something. And then this video comes out of this guy, a nurse. I sent it to you on Instagram, getting a shot, but he didn't really get the shot.
Yeah, I seen that. See that. Yeah, because the syringe was already pressed in.
Yeah,
sketchy.
So what's up with that, dude?
And I think the one of the owners of whoever whatever company that invented it is not even getting it right away. Because he said he doesn't want to cut the line.
Yeah.
That's sketchy itself.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, I don't think people are going to be growing like third limbs and shit, but I also never thought this pandemic would happen.
Yeah.
So who knows, bro? Like in that question he asked, he said, are we going to have like a zombie outbreak? Who
That
knows,
could happen,
bro? Like
though.
I never would have thought this
That
pandemic
could happen.
I never would have thought this pandemic would have happened, and look at us now.
All right, now let's say this. What if there was a money incentive? Like, what if they paid you $5,000 to be one of the first to get it? Would you take it? Like, what would that price be?
I wouldn't.
All right, is there a price on that, though?
$1 million. It's that fucked up, bro. Everyone's got their price, dude. I'd probably do
But
it.
it's your health, though, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would do it for $1 million.
Yeah,
I don't know. That kinda sounds silly, though.
Well, I've seen too many movies, so I don't know. I would be skeptical if they were asking me, of all people, to do it.
Yeah.
Like, they're paying me $1 million.
Like, you motherfuckers are trying to kill me, ain't
yeah,
you?
but like, why would you do it?
Why me?
Why me? Why me? Why you want me to do it? But
But it's
yeah,
got to
I
be
don't know.
somebody, though. It's got to be somebody to try it out first, you know?
Yeah. And shouts out to whoever those people are.
Yeah, you got some courage.
Shouts out to them.
Or
man,
you're
'cause-
just extra fucking scared of it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are very, very, very afraid of it, you know?
Dude, I was in the beginning of it, dude. I would, right when I would wake up, Fox 2, I would check the count.
Yeah,
Check the COVID
bro,
count.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about the beginning of COVID. I never in a million years would have thought it would have been here. Like,
Bro, it felt like the world was ending,
dude,
bro.
when it first popped up, I think I don't even remember. Dude, I remember hearing about it on a podcast, I'm pretty sure. And they were just talking about like, yo, you guys hear about this COVID thing? And they were like, what? What's that? It's this big outbreak in Wuhan. Dude, I was like, this was pre-shutdown, pre-COVID, even being in the United States, pre-everything. I was skeptical of ordering shit from China because I thought, I even had Googled it at one point because I ordered this like massage gun for like, you know, working out. And, you know, whatever, it came from China. And I Googled it. I was like, can you get coronavirus through packages? And they said you can, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, dude, remember the first case happened in, I don't know about the first case in America, but the first case in Missouri.
South County, yeah.
Or the first case in St. Louis.
They were getting
remember
death threats.
Dude, I remember how big of a deal that was.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, because they went
Was
to
it
their
a school dance or some shit?
Somebody got it, and then the sister went to a school dance. And
Knowingly that one of the
it was
family
a
members
father-daughter
had
dance
it.
or something like
Yeah.
that. And I remember that was a huge deal. Yeah, like you
He
said,
was getting death threats.
Yeah.
That's
and
crazy.
I remember how crazy it was that, holy shit, it's in St. Louis.
Yeah. And that's when I lived in Kirkwood, so I was like right up the road.
Yeah, dude. And so, yeah, man.
But I'm not gonna
Think
lie.
about that. Think about how fast it progressed since then.
Yeah, it was kind of an exciting time though at the same time. Because it felt like the world was ending. Like going to a Walmart was a fucking mission, bro.
Oh, dude.
It was a mission.
Yeah.
Like I would be nervous
Bro.
going. I'd be like, all right, strap up, get your bandana on.
Dude, this was before masks. This was like before, like when it first hit, nobody was wearing masks.
Yeah.
And I would literally hold my breath anytime I passed somebody.
Oh, I was walking around Walmart like this, bro.
Man.
Like your dog farted or some shit.
How weird is it that masks are so normal now?
Yeah.
It still boggles my mind, dude. I'll be at the gym, and it's like mandatory at my gym that you have to wear them all times. It still fucks me up, dude, to see everybody wearing their masks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, how weird is this? Like, why are we, like, we're normalizing this. This is normal to do this. Like, I go for my day job, I go to house and talk to people, and I'm wearing a beanie and a mask, and it's normal that I'm some stranger at their house, and it's not a red flag that I'm wearing a mask.
Yeah,
like,
ain't that crazy?
A year ago, 2 years ago, it would have been weird for me to show up to talk to anybody.
Cops would have been called.
Dude, I remember
right away.
I remember the people that would wear masks before this, and it started becoming like a fashion thing, dude. There was like fashion
Wasn't it a fashion
brands.
thing in China though already?
Well, I think they did.
Or it was like an Asian
I don't
thing.
like.
Because I remember
excuse
on
my
Snapchat.
ignorance, but I do think it was it started off because like bad air, like pollution, air pollution, you know. But then obviously, like,
do you remember
like,
on Snapchat
like they're
though?
doing now? People are customizing them and stuff. So yeah, it eventually became fashionable.
But
and I do remember.
Do you remember there was a filter that had that way before COVID happened?
Dude, I remember rappers wearing masks.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like buying like
it was a
leather,
trendy thing for real.
like leather masks and just wearing them just to wear them. And then like
now we all fucking hate wearing
them, and we have to wear them, and we're normalizing wearing them. Like it just like I get it, like wear your mask and play your part, but it's still so weird to me. And we're wearing it like it's no big deal. Like nobody says anything about it anymore. Like it's weird if you don't wear a mask.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about, you watch movies now and you're like, "Where's your mask? Babe, where's their mask?" I feel that like it's weird to see people without masks now,
or to see people post old clips like as if it was new or some shit. Like they're not wearing masks and they're at a show or some shit.
Yeah.
When do you think this will be in? Like, when do you think it'll end?
That's
do you
what
think
I was gonna ask
2021? Like, it might be another whole nother
year. It is
year
weird
this shit,
though,
bro.
because people talked about, I bet there's gonna be. People predicted that there was gonna be a vaccine around the election time, and whoa, look at that! Now it is. You know, we got a new president in, and now there's a vaccine. You know, like there's some weird shit going on that I don't care to think about really, but it is weird. You know, it's so weird to me. But I don't know when it's gonna end, dude. I don't know. I can't. It's hard to picture a time where they say, like, is it gonna be a world announcement like, attention, you can now remove your mask, and everybody like a sign of freedom just takes their mask off and takes a big fresh breath of fresh air? Like, how is it gonna be? Are they gonna put that PSA out to where we don't have to wear masks anymore? Or
well, I just think it'll
like,
be.
when does that come? Where we're not gonna wear masks anymore. When does that happen? What does that look like?
If you live in like South Dakota, maybe.
Yeah.
When you only have like 50,000 people there.
Dude, we went to Tennessee. When we went to Tennessee, I don't recall many people wearing masks.
Well, if you go to St. Charles County, you won't see many
you
people
won't see
wearing
anybody,
masks in it too. So.
Yeah, and coming from St. Louis to out there, like I feel like I'm the only one
you guys
wearing
are crazy.
my mask.
Yeah.
But out here, you have to. Everywhere you go, you have to. Like, it's mandatory.
Yeah. Do you think it helps?
I think it gives people peace of mind.
Well, Bill Nye posted this thing that says that there's fibers in the cloth that traps the saliva that carries the COVID in it. So it's not like a fart that can go straight through it.
Yeah.
That's I would have to pull up that video because I'm a dumbass and I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but he's saying it gets stuck
it's
in
gotta
the fibers,
help.
you know.
If at the very least it has to help.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. It just makes sense that it would at least help. At
or
the
else
very
doctors
minimum.
wouldn't wear them when they're
why
operating
would they
on
wear
people.
them?
You
Yeah,
know?
why would they ever wear them if it?
All right. Well, another part of her question is how has it affected our family and financial situations and all that? To be honest, I don't know anyone in our family that has got
affected.
COVID.
Yeah, knock on wood,
But we all have been affected.
I wonder if any of us has had it.
Dude, I swear I had it, bro.
Dude, I thought I had it
right
too.
in the beginning.
I did too.
The test
but then
came back
I got
negative,
the antibody test, and it showed up that I didn't have the antibodies. But those could also be false.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I've heard of people waiting in line to get tested, leaving, but their name was on a sheet of paper, and they got it in the mail, coming back negative.
Yeah.
When they didn't even get the test done.
Yeah, I've seen people get 2 tests done, and one of them said they had it, and one of them said they didn't have it. So who knows? But in the beginning of this, we went to a Kasky show, and I came back from that, and I was sick as fuck, dude, with all the symptoms. I literally had a cough for a month.
Yeah.
Like, that cough was like, I had everything that indicated.
Mm-hmm.
What they're saying is, besides the smelling and taste, I don't think I had that, but yeah, I could have swore I would have had it, and it was right when it was like, we were right before lockdown, pretty much, is when I got sick as fuck. But Yeah, came back as I didn't have it, so who knows? But then there's people that are asymptomatic, that don't show any signs of it.
Right.
So, dude, it's just the weirdest.
It is the weirdest thing because you could be the healthiest guy and suffer from it the worst. Yeah. I wonder if it affects certain blood types more than others. You know?
Yeah, I wonder. It's got to be something, man. It's got to be something that it affects differently in different people.
Yeah.
But some people never I've heard of stories of people losing their smell and never recovering it. Like it's gone. Like they can't smell anymore. Yeah.
Really?
And they talk about it being 2-3 months since they had it. And
I still got COVID toes, bro.
And they still can't smell it.
My toes.
You want to show the camera, dude?
They don't want to see that.
What do you know? There's a site that people go on and rate people's celebrities' feet. It's called Wiki Feet, I think.
They would not.
And they take it from people's podcasts, dude. They take it from people's podcasts. Like if the podcaster's not wearing, like Bobby Lee, he doesn't wear shoes in his podcast, so they'll screenshot it, zoom in, and put it on the site, and they'll just rate his feet.
I got finger toes, bro. My toes are so long.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, man. I don't know. I can't wait for this shit to be over.
Well, at least the fear is subsided. Like, quarantine. Dude, think about, man, this year has just been
a
weird,
roller coaster.
Dude. It's been so weird. Like, think about it. We were in quarantine.
Yeah.
I never thought I would ever be in quarantine.
Right.
Like, I never thought that would ever be a thing.
It's like house arrest.
Dude, yeah.
It is house arrest.
Yeah. But it helped me, I'm glad it happened.
Dude, it benefited my relationship.
Dude, yeah.
Like, I now live with my girl because of being quarantined together.
Yeah.
Like,
and at first, she was against it, too.
I didn't want to. Well, I mean, I did want to live with her, but I didn't.
She didn't want it to, strain her and you guys' relationship. But then because she didn't know how you were going to be.
Yeah.
Because of, probably past experiences. But once you were forced to stay together,
she realized
both
that
of you
we're
guys
compatible
realized
to live together. Yeah. So it honestly,
but
this year has been very fucking shitty. Like, very shitty. But in my personal experience, this has been the most life-changing year that I've ever had.
Me too. It's honestly been one of the most fruitful years for me.
Yeah.
Because it allowed me to have time to
think about what you want.
Full circle work-life balance, dude.
Yeah.
It allowed me to it allowed me to focus on the things I wanted to focus on and create and grow because I had all this time during quarantine, I was stuck at home, so I was forced to
occupy
do
yourself with things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it made me fully on I'm in a transition of switching careers because of COVID. Like, without COVID happening, I would not have had time allowed to do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it's just it's probably a again, we don't like to party, so it's okay for us that we don't go out and go to the clubs and shit. For the people that live like that, this is probably a shitty fucking year.
Oh yeah, worst.
But for people like us, we thrive when times are hard.
Yeah.
In a way, it kind of motivates me, man.
Well, dude, it also we like staying home anyway.
Yeah.
We're homebodies.
Yeah.
So when we're forced to stay home, it was like a vacation.
Right. We don't have to turn people down.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Cool. Yeah. We don't have to tell people no. Oh, hell yeah.
We don't have to look like dickheads.
Yeah. You're telling me I get to work from home and I get to take a break? Yeah, here, pour me up some of that. But yeah, as far as, and then she asked also, so another part of that question was, how did it affect, finances and stuff? I think certain industries got totally railroaded. They got screwed. Bars, a lot of bars and restaurants are closed. Mm-hmm. And a lot of mom and pop shops.
Yeah, I feel sorry for small companies like that. But on the flip side, the grocery business, booming. Amazon, going crazy. Any online. All right, so this is what COVID made me realize. you have to go online.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to take your business online because the shit could happen again.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do? Like, this is preparing us for a future pandemic.
Yeah, but dude, here's something that's not unlikely at all. The internet shutting down.
Why would the internet shut down?
Why was there a pandemic? I mean, the internet could shut down. The internet could shut down is what I'm saying.
That is true, too.
There could be a time, because we don't expect it. Like, the internet, that's forever. Like, that's never
Wasn't that
away.
the Y2K, like, in 2000s?
Yeah, I think
they were
it
talking
was.
about that?
Yeah. But
that could happen.
Dude,
yeah, that could happen.
Who knows what would cause it and why it would happen, but it could happen.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that, dude. No internet. We go back to prehistoric times.
Fucking dinosaurs and shit. No internet. What the fuck you mean? Yeah, if that happened, man, it would be chaos.
Dude, it would be crazy. And there would be no way, because, like, one of the reasons why we know so much shit happens is because of the internet.
Yeah.
Like, George Floyd and all that would not have been as big as it was if there wasn't no internet.
Oh, yeah.
So if there's no internet, dude, it could be...
Corrupt people would love that.
I think that's why they were scared of Y2K, is because it would have been chaos.
Well, yeah, there could be a
what
whole
was
war
Y2K? Because there was a period where there wasn't internet.
Yeah, but if you don't know about internet, like back in the 50s and 60s, like, it's normal not to have the internet, so they just did without, you know. But imagine taking away...
Yeah, what we already know.
Yeah, it's like we're babies and you're taking away our toy, you know.
Yeah.
Like, the internet's everything.
Literally everything. Dude.
Literally.
Like, I honestly was raised on Google.
Me too.
Google raised me, dude. Like, anytime I had a question, I mean, you know, I don't want to take away from mom and dad, obviously. I love you, mom and dad. They gave me everything, but I Googled any question I had.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Just from Googling shit. And Ask Jeeves and all that, cha-cha, and, like, the internet. I learned a lot from the internet, which could be good or bad, you know, who knows, but...
Well, there's a lot of false information on the internet, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to be getting smarter and smarter as the generations go. Like, there's kids out there that know more about, like, working a phone or working TikTok and this and that and the other way more than I do.
Dude.
At 8 years old, you know?
People are... Like, when we used to grow up, or when we grew up, and people would ask us, what do you want to be when you're older? It was always something, like, traditional. Like, I want to be a firefighter or architect or doctor or lawyer. But now people are growing up saying they want to be a YouTuber. You know, I want to be a TikToker. I want to be a YouTuber.
I want to be an OnlyFans.
That's the thing.
It could be, though. Like,
dude,
little
there's
8-year-olds
people
be like, man, that's what I want to do.
There's some people on there making good money. But,
yeah, I know that.
But,
I pay them.
you idiot.
I'm playing.
No, but, should we talk about that or not?
Talk about what?
OnlyFans?
Sure. I don't know much, like...
Well...
So mine is Brandon. No.
And mine is big. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Get your money, boo boo.
Yeah. What I want
do what
my
you
girl,
do.
like I don't ask for much in my relationship. You know, like loyalty, and I view like I let my girl dress however she wants. Like, I want her to feel comfortable and sexy.
Yeah. Well,
but,
it's not. Yeah, it's because it's not your choice.
Yeah, it's not my choice. Like, I want her to feel good about herself.
Yeah.
But I do not want other dudes getting pleasure off of my girl's photos. Because, like, she's sacred to me.
Well, that's what I was going to get at is, dude, I sent you a video, actually. I remember I sent you some dude talking, and he's like, some girl asked, when did the bar get so low?
Yeah. You sent that to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that dude...
I had to send that to my girl.
Yeah. And then that dude made some valid points, and he was like, when the only thing that a man has with his girl really is, like, not the only thing, but one of the main things is the intimacy. And you put that out in the world, then you let it go. Yeah. Like, you took it out of... like when you have a spouse or a partner, like in my mind, I should be the only one that
you want to get attention from.
That you want to get attention from, or that that gets to see you in that light. Like when you're naked, you're the most vulnerable. Like you're stripped from everything, and your partner should be the one to get to see that vulnerability of you. You know what I'm saying? Unless there's like, unless
there's a mutual agreement.
Yeah,
like,
mutual agreement.
If a dude doesn't care, then fuck it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But that's the importance of setting boundaries. You got to set boundaries in your relationship.
Communication, really. That's what it is.
Yeah. And if you're a girl who doesn't respect that, then that's probably not your girl. And
also some people don't look at it like that. Some people don't think that they should be the only ones to see their partner naked.
Yeah.
Some people don't some people don't care about that. But
I'm kind of old fashioned though when it comes to like relationships, like I want my girl to have the option to work or to stay home, and I don't want to take away anything from her. Like if she wanted a full-time job, so be it. Like do whatever you want, but like ideally, like this might get me in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Might get canceled from this.
We might get canceled. But ideally, like I would like my girl, like if she wanted to, stay at home and take care of the kids and keep the house clean and have something to work on. Because I think it's important for everyone to have either a passion project or some type of purpose other than raising a family, because the kids are going to grow up someday.
Yeah.
And like our mom was a stay-at-home mom, and then by the time we were 18 and moved out, she kind of had to re-find her purpose.
Well, here's the thing. So from my perspective and from what I've seen, this is just what I've seen from the women in my life, is that they are better with that stuff. Like they're better with
they're naturally more nurturing,
and like my girl, like she takes care of my pets, or like my dog and her cat like they're babies, you know, like way better than I ever could.
Yeah,
she takes care of this house way better than I could.
She made this a home. Like,
she made it a home. You know, like
Tori did that to me during the quarantine.
Like
dude.
I wouldn't have known about little decorations that really make the house come together.
Yeah.
Like I would have just threw some shit up on the wall, whatever.
Look at this podcast room, bro. It's walls are still empty,
and this is like dope to us.
Yeah.
You know? Like this is
we
it. But if our
Christmas
girls
tree,
came in, they would probably make this, something like crazy. But yeah, we added the Christmas tree, dude. It's special. So,
we putting in effort.
We got this shit. No, but like these are ugly ass chairs. But I love them. Like I think they were perfect,
But women,
women,
my girl.
I feel like that it's more natural for them.
Yeah,
and it's more natural for men to work. Like it's more natural for me to want to like be the breadwinner, be the provider, be the hunter gatherer, or the hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to bring home the food.
That's
I
in our
want to
nature.
bring home. I want to bring. I want to make it to where my girl don't have to worry about money.
Yeah. And and again, that's us. Yeah. That's us.
And this is just my perspective.
Like
too,
I know of dudes that would want to stay home and clean up and watch the kids and shit. Like I know of a guy that would love to do that, and that's just him.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But for me, like I feel good to go out and be a provider and take care of my family.
I feel good. Like I feel the best when I get a new sponsor, like when I put in the work to make my photos to the point where somebody wants to buy them from me, like accomplishing things and being rewarded for it is what I'd live for, you know, like I want to think of like my whole thing is like, and again, kind of full circle, but like I want to find more ways of making money. Like that is what drives me is to do that. My drive is not so necessarily to decorate the house. Yeah. Like there are aspects that I want to do. Like I want to create a studio, like a home studio.
But to benefit your businesses.
To benefit my business.
Because I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Like I do want my own space. I want my own office area. I want my own setup,
Yeah.
But you remember coming to my house. Like, I had nothing on the walls.
Yeah.
There was rooms that were just empty
Yeah.
at my house, you know. And
in fact, we randomly just put a table in there.
yeah.
like a kitchen table.
Yeah.
We put it in the spare bedroom. We're like, yeah, this looks nice.
Yeah, this is good.
and then I think we put a plant, like a fake plant.
That's all we had in there, you know.
But that was good enough. Dude.
Yeah, but let's just say I had a girl move in, that house would have been a home, you know.
Yeah.
Like literally during the quarantine, my girl made my apartment a home. Like it felt like a home.
Yeah.
And that's what she prioritizes.
But that's what I like. That's one of the aspects I love about my girl is because I love she loves doing it.
Yeah.
She loves doing that. She loves to make the house look like a home.
Do you think that's why like relationships usually there's like a masculine and a feminine? Now the girl could be more masculine and the man could be more feminine, but I think it's important to kind of have both of those working together, because if you have two masculine people, it's not gonna work, you know. Like, I mean, it could, but
there's usually in a relationship there's always like balance.
Yeah,
you know, like opposites attract. You know,
but I think that's healthy to raise children that way, like to have both a feminine energy and a masculine energy. You know?
Well, it's important to channel that as a human being. Like, you don't want to have too much masculine energy.
Even as us, yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, I
think
think feminine energy is creativity.
It is. I would have to say.
I think that's more of a feminine energy. And
the act of being a provider.
I love being creative.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think it's important to channel. You know, it's you don't want to be too hard all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You'll push people away.
Yeah, and you can get killed that way. And oh, dude, he got a spider. Hold on, let me go step on this spider.
Let the boy do his job.
Dang, he killed it. That's my boy. That's my boy. He just killed a spider.
See, he's a hunter,
he jumped
man.
up.
That's a masculine dog right there.
He was in a dead sleep, and he just pounced on this spider.
I thought he was about to eat one of his turds, to be honest. Because you jumped up quick, like.
I'm gonna get it from him. He's eating it now. He's eating the dead spider.
Yeah, go. Cash, boy. Did he eat it? Did he eat it all? He's coming back though. He's used to eating his own poop. But yeah. No.
But dude, yeah. So all right. So we got one more question. You want to get to that one?
What's the last one?
You want to play it?
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh hell yeah! I'm glad you forgot, because then when you see it, you'll be surprised. All right.
What could it be? What could it be?
Here we go. Make sure.
Okay, so my question is, how old were you when you found out Santa's not real?
What?
Wait, what?
Are you?
Wait, what did she just say?
Wait, play it again.
Hang on.
Play that one.
Shut up. What did she say?
Okay, so my question is, how old were you when you found out
Santa's not real?
No, she said that.
Dude.
No.
I just got presents from Santa last year, bro.
Yeah, what is she talking about? She's delusional. No.
Who did I meet at the mall then?
Yeah, who was that guy?
That's fucking weird.
Wait a second, man, because
yeah.
No.
Wait.
No.
Should we play the other one?
The one we got? I
Yeah,
was gonna
because-
say that for the.
Well,
then who's this guy?
that just-
Yeah, who's?
I'm confused, bro.
Wait, yeah. What is she talking about? She's a conspiracy theorist. What is she talking about? Is that what?
Shit, bro.
Then who's this guy? Who?
Ho, ho, ho! A big shout out here and now to Brandon and Joe. Merry Christmas. Keep the faith. Keep doing what you're doing. God loves you very much.
Tell me that ain't Santa.
Yeah, who's that guy? Who is
Man,
that
I'm
guy?
gonna have
then?
a talk with her. I'm gonna have a talk with her.
Yeah, dude, get her straight. Show her.
Unless
that
that's
video,
imposter, bro. Because that's weird. No.
Because how would everybody get gifts on Christmas?
Doesn't make sense. I met him. That's Santa.
Yeah. He wouldn't lie. Would he? Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, he said, "Here and now with Brandon and Joe, episode 11, Christmas podcast."
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We ended it.
Is that how we doing it? Is that how we doing it?
Thank you for watching. Merry MFing Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, sorry for the F-bombs, Mom.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
Go get your fam some gifts and spend quality time. And maybe your presence is just enough. Maybe your presence is a present.
Yes. I like that.
Yes,
I like that.
Bye.
See ya.
Thank you for listening.
I can talk now.